Hey guys, welcome back. I think it's day 13 today, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to look at today is it too late to start your YouTube channel? So, you know, I'm starting this now. I'm later in life. I'm 46 now. I think I just had a birthday, but I'm 46 now, and I've thought about YouTube for a long time. I thought about doing YouTube for a long time. And there's a couple of things I think about when before I started, what was holding me back. And one was not having enough to talk about, not having enough to say or share with my audience. But I think as time goes on and I just start this and just do it, things will start to come to me and I'll start to learn things that I can share and stuff like that. So um, that was one thing that was holding me back. Another thing is that people talk about when you're starting the YouTube channel, and people are always concerned that there's already too many people. It's saturated. The YouTube has too many people, too many creators on it. There's no room for anybody else. So I think this is a myth, just because, if you think about it, there are a lot of creators already, and there is a lot of information out there. So in order to make that information unique, that's the thing about it. You can present the information in a way that somebody else cannot. So the other thing I was thinking about with, there are a lot of creators out there, and there's a lot of competition. But if you think about that, there's new viewers all the time, and as much as the creator aspect grows and there's more creators out there, there's also new people out there watching all the time too. So, the ratio always changes, and the amount of people that consume are always going to be more than the people that create. And getting your idea out there and getting your idea and your unique way of saying it out there is going to hit a lot more people than it's gonna, then it's never gonna be a ratio that's too big for the creators. So that was one thing that was holding you back. The other thing that's probably holding you back, or was holding me back, was the fear of just getting out there, getting on camera. And as I go through this process, and I'm on day 12 now, so as I go through this, I'm getting more comfortable. I'm getting in more of a way that I can see my style kind of coming. I mean, it's very early, so who knows? But I can see it getting more comfortable, and me getting able to create. It's easier for me to talk about things now than it was on day one. I've concentrated on some things, along the way, like using the word I think a lot of people struggle with that. If you just make a conscious effort and you start to develop those skills, it'll come to you. I've only created one video a day, but honestly, you could go into these videos and kind of ramble about the subjects you want to talk about. You could just kind of ramble on in several different videos in a day. You don't have to put them all out there, but I think at least the promotion, the practice of the video, of doing the videos, it helps you. So, like I said, I've only done one video a day, and I think it's really helped me a lot going through one video a day. And I'm doing them all in one take. So whatever I'm doing right now, it's not like I'm going back and having to redo this several times to get it right. And I don't know if that's just coincidence or whatever, but everything that I've done so far, every day that I've made one of these, it's been in one take. Now, there was one exception the other day when I tried to do a script. I tried to write a script and follow that script. And I found it to be a lot more work, because first of all, you had to write the script, and then you have to, what happened to me was I was trying to read the script behind the camera, and go off of what was on the script it was a little bit difficult for me to do, trying to read that and then focus on my camera, speaking to the camera, how do I sound? Is it coming out correctly and all that? And I was having to stop in between reading a part of the script and then going on to the next part. And so when I did that, I had to do it in multiple takes because it wasn't working for me. So my dog is barking right now. I apologize for that. So going back and redoing that part, I felt like it was a lot more work to do to write the script. So I feel like it's easier just to think and go off the top of your head. At least that's my style. That's what I've seen happen so far. So you might have different results, and maybe I don't know if that's something unique to me, or like that's my style of doing it, and maybe it is with you, and maybe not. You might have to try that yourself and see what happens, and see what works for you. But getting back to if it's the right time for you to do YouTube, I don't think it's ever going to be the wrong time. I don't think that there's going to be a time where it's too late, where you can't get on board. I think that's the exciting part of it. That's what I'm looking forward to, is seeing if it'll work for me, and I'm going to keep trying it. I do get discouraged. There's times when I'm thinking about this and I'm like, well, do I really want to continue? Like, I had these thoughts earlier today. Do I want to continue doing this? Is this even going to be worth my time? But I have to think about it more in a way of not gaining viewers or gaining subscribers. I have to think about it more as I'm developing skills that I can use for other things in my life. So in business, I think this is important. I think it's an important skill to have, especially as time moves on, where businesses are gonna need to be on social media to survive. I think that's gonna be a thing going forward. We're gonna have to get used to this. It's still, social media is only 15, 20 years old at this point, but it's really, I think going forward, you're gonna have to, as a business, you're gonna have to get out there and get seen. You're gonna have to build trust with your audience, and video and YouTube is a great way to build trust. So I don't buy, I don't think most people buy from companies or get their services without a level of trust. You're not going to pay for something that you don't trust. Even if you think about it in a simple form, like a restaurant. Like, if you don't trust a restaurant, like if a restaurant is dirty, you're not going to go to that restaurant and eat. If a restaurant has bad reviews, you're not going to trust that their food is good. And if they don't have that cleanliness, you're not going to trust that. You might get food poisoning from a place, and that's a real thing too. So level of trust is definitely something that you're going to have to get. You have to have that with anybody. So YouTube it's a great way of earning that, and it's a great way for developing that, and it's a great way to develop your own skills. So if you haven't yet started a YouTube channel, I highly encourage that you get it started, get something going, and start to develop the skills for yourself, if nothing else. If and at this point, there's plenty of resources to learn how to do a YouTube channel properly and how to start it. I'm in this journey now, so right now I see a lot of benefit already in day 13. I've seen a lot of benefit in it for my own personal growth. So I would encourage you to start your own too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.